The United States of America is over. I just saw something right now that is my absolute lowest point as an American. And I thought I would never see something worse than what happened in the Oval Office a few months ago with Vladimir Zelensky. Right now, the meeting that is going on between Donald Trump, his staff, and the president of El Salvador is the most disastrous thing for this country that I have ever seen.
Can President Bukele weigh in on this? Do you plan to return him?
Well, I'm supposed to have suggested that I smuggle a terrorist into the United States, right?
It's always
how can I return him to the United States? Like I smuggle him into the United States, or what do I do? Of course, I'm not going to do it. It's like, the question is preposterous. How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States? I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
But you can release him inside El Salvador.
Yeah, but I'm not releasing. We're not very fond of releasing terrorists into our country. We just turned the murder capital of the world into the safest country in the Western Hemisphere, and you want us to go back into releasing criminals so we can go back to being the murder capital of the world? No, that's not going to happen.
Well, they'd love to have a criminal, released into our country.
There's a fascination.
They would love it.
Yeah.
They're sick. These are sick people. Marco, do you have something to say about
Yeah, Stephen outlined it. I don't understand what the confusion is. This individual is a citizen of El Salvador. He was illegally in the United States and was returned to his country. That's where you deport people, back to their country of origin. Except for Venezuela, that was refusing to take people back, or places like that. I can tell you this, Mr. President. No, the foreign policy of the United States is conducted by the President of the United States, not by a court. And no court in the United States has a right to conduct the foreign policy of the United States. It's that simple.
What you just saw there was the absolute destruction of this nation. Not only morally are we broken, we've deported an innocent man out of this country to live a life sentence in an El Salvador prison. A man who left this country there in El Salvador to come to America to escape gang violence has now been treated to a life sentence without due process. As well, you had Marco Rubio just tell the entire world that Donald Trump and his administration do not have to listen to any court. They don't have to follow the law. Donald Trump is now officially above the law in this country. As a country, we are in an inflection point. I fear we have already come too far. Something has to be done to stop this man and his administration, and something has to be done immediately. We're at the breaking point. We're not getting to the breaking point. We're there. As an American, I'm heartbroken where my country is. And that's what it is. Throw me a follow. Thank you for watching this episode of Trashing Trump with Mr. Johnny Stearns. Please hit that subscribe button. I'll keep you updated.